guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another episode of Cube World. Now, I know some people may have been expecting a recorded episode, a live stream today. I was going to try. I really was. Just did not have the energy today. I'm actually recording this. It's noon on Sunday, so this is 2 hours before it goes live. And the reason that I did not do the live stream today is I worked a 6-day week last week at work, and I just don't have any time for much of anything today, let alone a live stream. I got all my chores and things that I need to get done today, and then just everything just kind of piled up. And I'm also, my shift is changing next week to an evening shift, so that's going to make life even more interesting for me. So I just got to try to organize and get everything ready for myself. So I thought, you know what, I will just record an episode and have fun and chalk and hang out and chat with the boys. Dear God, chat and hang out with the folks. Why did I say boys? I have no idea. I was thinking like, come on boys, let's go and kill these guys. But apparently my head is all kinds of wackadoodle right now. There we go. Get a move. Sick 'em. There we go. Okay, Rangers. Why so many Rangers? It's just welcome to Sunday, Rangers. So yeah, things are good. I do want to thank everybody for the love of some of the new changes. So I put everything into place last week that I was trying to. So Gaming Under $1 went live on Monday, Way Back Wednesdays on Wednesdays. Didn't expect tons and tons and tons of views on those. That's more for me. And you know, I'm allowed to have the little silly goofy thing for myself that I want to do. And I want to try to develop them into something that may end up panning out in the long run. I'm not too worried if it takes, you know, forever. I'm in for the long haul for this with the channel. And, you know, there's nothing slight about it. So I want to kind of develop and work on changing everything on the channel as of right now. And what it was, I was just not happy with how things are going. And the other reason why I'm kind of leaning away from the live stream right now is that there has been a constant drain on the channel every time I live stream. Now, I'm not blaming folks at all. I think there's something to do with the weirdness of the way that YouTube handles things. But I lose about 10 subscribers every time I do a live stream. But that's not right away. I will see a tick up in subscribers and then an immediate drop more than what I gained. So, and it's like, you know, one off, I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know, it happens. But when it's a constant thing, it kind of makes me wonder if like YouTube even knows what they're doing, which 9 times out of 10, I don't believe that they do. I've been less than impressed with a lot of things, how things happen, and I've been very vocal about it. And I'm not going to bitch and moan about it today, but I'm just addressing, you know, the little quandaries and queries of why, you know, I do things the way that I do. But, so yeah, did the changes. Forager went live. You guys seem to love that one. Kind of expected it. Forager kind of ticks a lot of the boxes that my Cube World folks would dig. So I kind of figured that would be one of the games that people would be into. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I've actually recorded another episode of it today. I've got 7 episodes so far done. Really enjoying it. It's one of those games that I can come home after work, hop in, play, relax, unwind, record if I want, grind if I want, and catch up and do a lot of the things that I want to do. It's a rare treat. Games like Forager are few and far between these days. I can honestly say that. You know, games like Cube World as well. You know, there's not a whole lot of games out there that pique my interest and keep me enthralled for as long as they have. Satisfactory is another one. I've been very much enjoying that. Views on that one are not as good as Forager, but again, not surprised. It's a fairly unknown kind of game, but it's also it's a complete distance from what I normally do on the channel. So I kind of expected with some of these changes that I'm affecting that a lot of the folks that were here for some of the other things will not be as enthralled, and I'm expecting, you know, a bit of a shift, and that's okay. That's why I'm trying to balance things between the kind of silly fun games that I do and kind of the ones that I wanted to kind of focus and do more of. So it's good. I'm enjoying it. So I'm happy and proud of the changes. I'm happy. That's the key. I'm happy. I'm having fun, and that's, I think, the majority of what I was lacking before was I was not necessarily having as much fun as I would like, and that sucks. And I love video games. I was still enjoying the games, but I was just not, something wasn't hitting. Dang it. Sorry, my mouse is sticky for some reason. Like, it's just, the humidity level's up, and so it's kind of moving weird, and it drive me mental. There we go. Let's kill this jerk. Oh, you're a ranger, but you think you're going to whack me, are you? Ah, you're silly. I like your moxie. Okay, we'll take his friend out, and he's almost dead. It's kind of fun. Going through my library of games and things that I've been wanting to play and not finding the time to, and then making the changes so that I can effectively play them, and not having any time to play has really sucked. Yeah, it's been this week. The past week was rough for me. Like, all the free time that I was expected to have did not happen. Things at work kind of went south for my schedule. And then, finding out about what's happening this week, I'm like, well, there goes any hopes I had of normalcy. It should settle down within 2 weeks is what I'm looking at. I should be on track to, oh God. I should be on track with, like, being more comfortable with the new schedule and everything else that's going on. Dude, I don't know what your problem is, but you don't piss off moves. Moves will just come wreck your day, man. So yeah, everything is good though. So I'm going to try to find the time to change a few more things. There's a couple more games that I want to get into. City Skylines is one that I really, really, really want to dig my teeth into. I've enjoyed playing it, but I've never really taken it seriously. And I want to do some scenarios and kind of fun, silly stuff with that. The Jurassic Park Evolution. God, I hope I got that right. It's another one that I've picked up, wanted to get my teeth into, and just never found the time. And again, it's like it ticks a bunch of my boxes in my wheelhouse for things I like. I love dinosaurs. Dinosaurs and I are big friends, as you know, with me and the Saurians. Dig them. My understanding with the Jurassic Park one is that some folks are not as into it because the selections are not there, but I don't really care. I know the developers behind it did Planet Coaster, another game that I'm planning on bringing into the channel here. Again, you guys might see a trend. It's going to be more crafty, buildy management, and kind of I want to develop my sense of awe for games again, and my imagination. I think that's kind of what was lacking with some of these story games. It's like my imagination just kind of faltered a little bit, and I was kind of getting wrapped up in the stories, and they're great. Nothing against any of the stories or anything I was doing, but just I was losing track of myself, and I think that's something I want to rebuild, which I'm doing, I should say. I am trying to rebuild it. But yeah, so those kind of games are what I'm kind of leaning towards trying to get my my channel to do a bit more of. If they take off, I'm not too sure. Not too terribly worried about it. As I said before, this is all a work in progress. The way that the channel's been doing right now, it's not growing for me, and I think that's the key part. Is that when I feel that I'm not growing, that's a weird well. When I feel that I'm not growing properly, then the channel's not going to grow with me, and so that's exactly where I was with it. I kind of knew I had some. Let's get those out of the way. There we go. That's a weird well. I had to use it. That's a very weird well. Yeah, so as of, again, I will get into more details about some of the other changes that are happening for me in the coming days. Probably Wednesday I'll be able to announce more, if not Sunday. There's just a myriad of things happening in my life, personal life things that I have to address. Nothing bad. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to go, oh, Rivet's sick again or something. No, that's nothing. Just things that I need to take care of for myself, and just a whole bunch of changes that I need to address. One of the things, obviously, is looking for a new place, and that's going to take up a bunch of my time over the next couple of weeks too. There we go. And it's just it's moving sucks. But I need to get a new place. This place, as much as I like it here, Much as I like, not moving out of Montreal. That's not happening. But yeah, the apartment I'm in is just kind of lackluster for what I need to do. As I mentioned, I just need to get a better place for me. That's it. And that's all it's going to be. And how many do I have? Hello? Okay. This is a boatload of stuff I really don't need. God, look at the junk. Well, this is one way to get rid of it. And everyone always gives me grief, why don't you sell it? Well, here you go. This is why we sell things. I mean, look at all the monies I'm making. I got 14 gold. I don't need anything else. I mean, honestly, I could play this entire game with 1 gold and be fine. And be more than happy with it. I don't even know if I'm paying attention anymore to these things. I should. No, that's good. I'm cursory. So if I overlook something and you guys are yelling, Rivet, you missed that. I'm sorry. I can come back. Maybe we can get it. 785 platinum, though. That's nothing. That's actually a fair amount. I mean, I've had fewer than that when I played this before. 30. No, we're close. Not quite. But yeah, things are. I'm happy. I think that's one of the key things that I'm really changing is that I'm finally starting to get happy. Comfortable in the city, comfortable with the new life changes, comfortable with the direction I'm taking the channel. And that's all affected everything in general, just making me happy. And that is worth everything. Even if the channel just goes and falters and stumbles and does whatever, I'm okay. Because I'm okay personally. I needed the change for myself, and I think that's the key thing. I think anybody that will tell you that they affect changes for growth of the channel without growing themselves, they're fooling themselves. And again, I don't think it's going to be a detriment. I think by me enjoying and having fun and getting into the games again, I think that kind of energy will spread again. And I got to get back into gaming with War and Armor and them again, and got to get the streams coming back again. But again, I have no idea when that's going to happen because of the schedule, and everybody's doing their own thing too. And that's the other thing that I dig. War's got his thing, Armor's got his thing. I'm so stoked that Armor has been doing a RimWorld series with Kit. Kit's one of my Kit and Armor, obviously more. They're all like people that I love hanging out with. But Kit took a break. Actually, he's kind of quit YouTube for his own personal reasons, and I get that. But just it's nice to see him come back and hang out and game. He's doing some streaming with Armor, and I dig it. I dig it. They're doing RimWorld, and I dig RimWorld a lot. I can't play it to save my soul, but they're doing a multiplayer version, and it's so much fun to watch. As of right now, there's 2 episodes posted on Armor's channel. He said he's got a couple more coming up, and then doing another session with Kit. If you like RimWorld at all, there is always a link to Armor's channel in the description down below. Feel free to go and check it out and give him some love. Again, these are my pals that just, I think we're all the similar mindset of we just want to have fun and just play games and kind of be damned with everything else. And I'm the only one that's kind of focused the last couple of years on channel growth and stuff, because to me that was an important thing. It got me so far. Jesus. And that was stupid, but it's okay. I mean, again, life choices and things, I'm not upset by them. It's good, but I could have done more than I did. There's a few things I would like to change, and that I'm doing changes for, which is good. I think we all need to take those moments every now and again and do that self-reflection and just kind of look at yourself and go, well, that was a stupid thing. And yeah, I think my biggest issue is that the valley, the quantity of videos that I put out. I think that's becoming a bit of my detriment right now. I don't think 2 is unmanageable. Like 2 a day should be okay, but I shouldn't force it. If I have it, great. If I don't, great. I put too much emphasis on myself to get it done. And again, whenever you put yourself under pressure in the crunch, ugh, you know, it's something I've been reading up on too. Is like as of late, there's a whole bunch of hoopla in the industry right now over crunch in the gaming industry and stuff. And I think that kind of relates to a lot of what we do here. Whenever you're a content creator, I think I can relate to them a lot more than some, because I work a full-time job, working 40 plus hours a week, and then I put it, if that not more, into this channel every week. So it's 2 full-time jobs that I'm trying to maintain, 80 hours plus a week, and I've been doing that for over 2 years now. And that's like the full-time job thing. That's you can't maintain it. It's just not possible. Something's got to give. And last year, what gave was when I moved to Montreal. Is I ended up taking a break for the summer and just focused on the channel and stopped working the full-time job and kind of just lived off of the savings that I'd put aside from everything. And it was good. And I appreciated it, but I should have realized earlier about how much pressure I'd put under myself. And before that, I was doing 3 videos a day. I've done some stupid in my YouTube career. And it's either been like live streaming and doing videos and just push, and pushing myself a lot. And I don't think that there's much wrong with pushing yourself to learn and pushing yourself to do more, but I think when it becomes a detriment to your health and yourself, you need to take a step back and change the things that you're doing. And that's what I'm doing now. So if you guys are kind of curious as to what my mindset is with this whole thing, that's pretty much what it is I'm just trying to find a balance in my life, and I think that's where I have not been for a while. Is first things I need to do is to change the direction of what I'm doing and find the fun again, and then that's cool. I'm happy finding the fun. That's what we're doing, and that's been done. So I'm enjoying the games I'm playing. I'm going to maintain that kind of a balance going forward. So and that also means that if I go down to 1 video a day, or a video every couple of days, I'm not going to sweat that kind of a situation where before it's like I have to maintain 2. There's a lot of channels that maintain 1 a day, and I would much rather put up 1 quality video a day than 2 substandard videos a day. I think that's kind of where I'm okay with. It's all going to be what it is, but who knows. I use this as a way to kind of process thoughts in my head without actually having them realized a lot of the times. So, this is, part of my process. This may affect things, or it may not. I'm not really too worried about it because this is all growth. It's all good. Growth in the channel is one thing, but growth for personal reasons, I'm more into that. I'm kind of cool with it. But yeah, I'm really digging the games I'm playing. Satisfactory and Forager are brilliant. 2 nice, fun games, completely different games. Forager is that, indie little 2D, absolute mayhem and chaos on the screen that you can barely manage most times. It's absolute, almost controlled chaos, and it's so much fun. Satisfactory is similar in some senses, but not. They both have a lot of resource management and stuff in them. Satisfactory, for me, is more going to be... Oh, God. Sorry, a build game. I'm getting to a point in that... Oh, please tell me that's not like... Oh, that looks like a little... Oh, I like those. That's the... it's going to be Frighteners and Skeletons, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Satisfactory, I think, is going to be one of those games that I just end up building. Like, obviously you're building a factory and you're trying to do things and trying to get off planet. But I'm just going to just kind of get into the mechanics of the game and just try to start building out better. Right now I'm still in the learning process for the game, which is still a blast. But eventually it's starting to get to the point where I'm managing some aspects of it, and I just need to start focusing more on the build. And that's what I've done in the last episode. And you guys haven't seen it yet, but if you're seeing it now and you're watching it, you may realize, like, Rivet, it's complete mayhem. And it is. It certainly is mayhem, but oh my God, so much fun. But again, 2 games that have like grabbed my imagination, and that's, if anything else comes out of it, just having the imagination with these 2 games again, worth every bit of change. I haven't completed or finished Origins yet. I still have some to do in it, and in all honesty, I'm not sweating if I ever finish it, which for me is weird. Oh, this is going to be hell. Holy good Lord. Those guys that were here are dead. Oh, it's drinking skeleton, and I see that. Is that a skeleton over there too? Oh, Jesus. I've mentioned this before. Outdoor bosses suck. What am I getting for XP? 15 though. That's fairly decent. Oh wow! I don't see a Frightener drinking potions very often. That's kind of cute. That was kind of worth it. There, drinking potion. Let's craft up some healing potions real quick. I have a feeling I'm going to need some. Let's just take this on. Just, whatever. Let's just wreck a fool. I'm okay with this. Let's get up here. Well. Yeah, we've done a little damage already, so that's okay. I got to keep my eyes on him because he's going to do everything he can to wreck my day. And I know I should have done something more. I should have upgraded my my abilities a bit more, but that's okay. We're doing damage. And we're doing decent damage to him. Oh, I need potion. Need a potion. There we go. Let's get everything done. There we go. There, that's the big bada boom. I like that combo. The Shiro can then come in for the wreck. Oh God, I hate when they do that. There we go. Knocks them down when they come at you like that. Kind of fun. So I do want to thank everybody for coming along with me on this adventure. Anybody that's stuck with me for quite a period of time, I thank you so much. I know I can tend to get to draining. I can be a bit of a bitch and moaning on this in this series sometimes, and I don't really intend for it to be that way. It's a process for me some days to try to get some of the crap out of my head, and I think we all have to deal and cope with some things, and I'm trying my best to deal with it and not drag it into here very often. I'm honestly, no, my life is good. I don't really have any complaints. My life is, I've got an amazing son that I adore and love. I live in an amazing city. I've got a decent job. Didn't say amazing job because I don't think anybody ever has an amazing job unless they work for themselves doing their own thing that they want to do. But it's fun. It's a good job, and I enjoy doing what I do with it. So in all honesty, I'm in a better place now than I have been, God, in 5 years. And that's, I think, why I'm taking this moment to take that step back and reassess a lot of my life changes. YouTube has been a great thing for me. And I don't want to ever discount it or discount anything that I've accomplished here. I've done more here than I ever thought I would do. And I'm so insanely proud of my accomplishments here. Over 4,000 subscribers in 4 years. When I was being told that, you'd be lucky to get 1,000 in 10 years kind of thing. And I was like, I'm going to do my thing. And I've been told, like, you're old, you just won't be able to maintain it, blah, 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 blah. The naysayers, the ones that love to critique and criticize without ever having actually accomplished anything in their lives. Love those people. They're great. Love them. And it's annoying to have to deal with some of that crap sometimes. But still, I'm very proud of, the channel and the fans, and you guys keep me engaged, keep me motivated, and if anything, just the communication, maybe not on a regular basis, but on even like just some of the conversations we've had throughout the years, and it's been fun. Like, I really, really appreciate it. And that is, like, for me, the best part of doing this whole process is the interactions with you guys, the learning more about myself and dealing with a lot of the silly antics and comments. And there's a lot of folks out there that are passionate about video games and passionate about being fun. And I have to thank you guys again for the fact that my chat comment section is the least toxic that I've run across. Like, people are really positive, and they ask a lot of questions, but even when it's a question that I get asked all the time about Cube World, there's usually somebody that steps in and even saying hey, Rivet doesn't allow piracy, don't ask for links and stuff like that. I mean, and that I can't thank you guys enough for. I mean, it's I try to set the rules and the boundaries for where I feel comfortable, and it's amazing when people that I don't personally really even know are engaged enough to say, hey, I like what Rivet does, please don't be a jerk. And it doesn't happen very often. I get very few, if any, horrible comments. And if anything, it's people that are just telling me that, hey, you're not good at this sometimes, and I'm cool with that. I know I'm not good at some games, and I get people will say that I messed up on this thing or I messed up on that thing, and that's fine. I've got no issues with if I've overlooked something, teach me. I that's one of the things I pride myself with my son is, like, I don't know video games that he plays the way that he does, so I'm more inclined to say, hey, buddy, whenever we play, if you want to school me and teach me how to play the game that we're playing, or if you know something that I don't know, or if you discover something in the game while we're playing, an open discussion, have that debate. And I think debate and conversation is such a wonderful thing, and I'm proud of the fact that you guys seem to follow suit with that. It's cool. I have nothing but respect for everybody that comes in and leaves comments, and the way that you guys behave. It's exceptional, and I do want to thank you guys for that. But I've been rambling far too long enough. So, again, I do want to thank everybody that comes out to the channel, everybody that leaves comments, everybody just checks out the channel and just lurks. You guys are always appreciated. Always appreciated. I love having you guys here. Even if you don't say anything, it's nice to know that people are there. And I get that every now and again. People will say, hey, I don't comment, but I wanted to say hi or say thank you or something. That's pretty awesome. That's a good feeling. But again, it's just nice having you guys here. And yeah, I will end with this middle of the battle because, it's just a rockling. They suck. I'm not going to drink a potion. He's going to wreck my day. I doubt that I'll kill him. He keeps dropping zombies, man. I'm going to try to keep flying. No, I can't do it. But anyway, I will see you guys in our next episode. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is a song for all the